Welcome to yoga. Let's do some waking up, getting circulation and everything. If you've been here with me before, then go ahead and just settle in, settle down, start to make your breath a little longer, a little thinner, a little smoother, sculpt your breath. And if you haven't been here with me before, I'm Gigi, welcome. Just say two things to you before we start. This is yoga for people who think they can't do yoga. So that means you do what works for your body. It's not Simon Says. So if I say inhale, raise your hands, and you do this, exhale, lower your hands, and this is what you do, perfect, because that works for your body. Okay, second thing, don't worry about flexibility, that will come. I guarantee you, if you inhale and raise your hands, and exhale and raise your hands every day for a year, next year, you'll be raising them to here. So don't worry about flexibility. It just comes with the movement. The other thing I want to say is that this is a breath-based yoga. Everything is done in coordination with the breath. That's why I was saying, if you imagine if you raise your hands and you lower them, okay. But if you really inhale and raise the hands, and then you exhale and you lower the hands, there's a huge difference in the movement. So think of that morning yawn, which we've all been doing, that really, how wonderful that stretch is, but it's wonderful because you're lost in your own breath. Let's get lost in our breath. So we'll start now. So just take a seat in your chair, nice and comfortable, legs are hip width apart. Other people may have been breathing for a while. So go ahead and bring your hand up in front of your face, lock your eyes onto it, and then inhale, excuse me, early morning. Inhale, move the hand away from you, anywhere, doesn't matter where. Exhale, bring the hand back where it started and keep your eyes locked on the hand. So we're going to inhale, move the hand somewhere else. Exhale, bring it back to center. And just keep going, getting used to the breath coordination. Every inhale brings that hand somewhere else in the universe. Every exhale brings it back to you. And in this way, not only are we learning to coordinate our breath with our movement and make that breath nice and smooth and long so that your movement can be graceful like a dancer's. And just do whatever feels really good right now in the moment. But the other thing we're doing is we're exercising our neck in a safe way. So if you think about it, the neck is the head is the size of a bowling ball. It's about 10 to 12 pounds, like a bowling ball. So our poor neck has to carry this bowling ball around all day and sometimes hold it in place, which is hard. So the next time that you bring the hand back in front of the face, go ahead and switch over to the other hand and keep going with the breath. So especially when we're looking down at a phone or craning our neck at a computer or a loom or a spinning wheel, that neck is holding up that 10 to 12 pound bowling ball. So there's a lot of strain on the muscles, and that extends down through the back as well. So in this way, we're able to, instead of like rolling our neck back and forth, which I guarantee you at this hour of the morning for me would be crack, 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 crack. This is a much safer, easier way to get the neck having a full range of motion without causing it to get stressed. See, look at that, I'm going all the way back. And the next time that your hand comes in front of your face, go ahead and release the hand down to the lap and we'll do something else. No rush, always no rush with this. Just go at the pace of your own breath. You do what you got to do, as they say here in Brooklyn. So now we're going to take the arms beside the body, wrists next to the hips. Some of you have heard me say before, that's an easy posture check. If you're standing or sitting and your wrists are coming in front of your hips, you're slouching. So roll them back and down. And that's what we're going to do with some shoulder rolls. So just nice big inhale, shoulders to the ears. Exhale, slowly roll the shoulders back, and they'll eventually come down. And just keep going again at your own pace of breath. Here's a chance to really breathe. I mean, take a big inhale, really raise those shoulders up. Take a nice, long, luxurious exhalation. Go ahead, treat yourself. It's a free treat. Treat yourself to this incredible luxury. And if you really want to get the shoulder blades involved in the back, as you roll them back and down, bend the elbows, and you get a little bit more back action to the movement. So this is a really good one to do when you just start off in the morning and you're a little bit on the slow side, creaky side. Do about 10 of these and you'll get the blood flowing. So the next time that you roll them back and come all the way down, go ahead and bring the hands back to the lap because we're going to do some twists. So no rush. Whenever you get here is fine. And I'll just say that in yoga, they believe twists are like wringing out a dish rag, wringing it out. So that's what we're doing to our abdominal organs and everything that's in there. We're a bunch of jellies, bags of jellies and strings. So let's wring it out, give it a nice cleanup. So you'll just take one hand to the opposite leg. The remaining hand can go behind you. I need to move a little forward. I can hold the chair or not. If you hold the chair, you get more twist. Here again, nice big inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist at the hips, keep the gaze level, get to a spot where you think, good enough, I'm twisting, but don't over twist. And then just breathe there. The exhale always allows you to feel a little bit more room in the pose. Focus on your exhalations. Notice if there's a little bit more relaxation into the pose. And by now, there might even be a little bit more twist, a little unexpected twist happens to the back and spine or to the neck. Just keep breathing. Watch the breath and see what kind of magic happens. And on your next exhalation, just soften the body gently, and without even trying, you come out of the twist. No rush. And then, of course, we're going to do the other side. So we just take the other hand to the opposite leg. The remaining hand tucks behind you or holds the chair. Nice big inhale, raising the torso. Exhale, twist at the hips like a mason jar lid. Gaze is level. Breathe there. Find that Goldilocks spot where yes, you're twisting, but not too much. Focus on the exhalations. Find that room in the pose. Little tiny changes are happening every time you exhale. Maybe it's 1 more millimeter of a twist. Oh, I'm in America. 1/8 of an inch of a twist. Just breathe. Find the ease in the effort. We're in a state of harmony when we find the ease in the effort. And on your next exhalation, gently soften your entire body, and that brings you out of the twist. So again, no rush, but while you're untwisting, I'll just explain the next pose. We're going to be raising our arms from the sides, and you think, gosh, why do you need to explain that? But here's the thing, everybody's got different shoulders, right? I've got one not so good shoulder. So I'm just going to say, watch your shoulders, do what works for you on this. So I've got my arms alongside the body, wrists by the hips. When I say inhale, raise your arms, maybe it's just bending the elbows, palms up, and exhale, palms down, bring them back down. Or it could be for you, you're able to do this and bring them down, whatever works for your shoulders. Others, you may be able to come all the way up, Maybe even the palms meet at the top, and then exhale, palms down, coming back. So let's raise our arms from our sides. So on an inhale, do what you got to do, whatever works for you, and use the exhale to allow the arms to come down. And here, as we do this movement in whatever way you choose to do, I would ask you to turn the attention to the breath. So on the inhale, feel the natural lift of the chest and torso. On the exhale, feel how the torso and shoulders naturally start to sink. And all you have to do with the arms is go with that momentum. So as you inhale, feel the chest and torso lift. The arms just float with that momentum. And as you exhale, feel the torso lowering, then let the arms go down with that momentum. So the breath leads. Feel the breath in the body first. Let the arms follow that. And then you can probably deepen your breath a little more each time. And maybe you're even broadening your wingspan and getting a really good stretch here. Wherever you are, one of the meanings of yoga is to go a step further than you were before. Do something that you couldn't do a minute ago or yesterday. So if you're doing the bend elbows one, maybe you find there's a little bit more upward movement to the forearms. Maybe you find that there's a little more twist in the wrist as you inhale, palms up. Exhale, palms down. If you're doing the full wingspan, arms above the head, maybe now you're really giving it a long, slow breath up and an even longer exhalation coming down. So we'll do one more. So the next time that the arms come down by your sides, just let them stay there. And we'll just sit and breathe and just notice what my teacher calls the fruits. Just notice the difference from what you feel like now from where you were 12 minutes ago. Is there a different feeling in your shoulders or your neck or your back? Just notice in the moment. So now we're going to work on the legs a little bit. So we're going to go into warrior pose in the chair. So simply take one leg and bring it to the side as much as you can. Again, so where you feel that there's some stretch happening, but you're not overdoing it. Some people may be able to do a perfectly perpendicular leg. So the front leg is pointing front. The side leg is pointing to the side. The front foot is pointing forward. The side foot pointing to the side. Just make sure that your ankles are directly under your knees. That's where you get some stability. Okay. Then we're just going to shift the body so that we're on the diagonal. Take a palm on top of each knee. We'll do a little bit of forward movement here. So start again, nice big inhale, raising the torso. Exhale, move forward, keep the eyes level. And then when you inhale, bring yourself back up like a little cable car going back up the mountain. And just keep going at your own breath. Every exhale, keep the gaze level so the back stays long. Every inhale, bring yourself up at the pace of the breath. And you'll probably notice by now that your exhalations are about twice as long as your inhales almost. So you'll come back up a little faster than you went back down. And some of you may be able to get down there and then just feel that pause for a second or two before you start your inhalation back up. And some of you may be used to this movement and may be able to take the hands to the hips. That just puts more work into the legs. You don't have to, and especially it's early morning. I don't think I will. I think I'll just keep my hands on my knees here. But we're getting some work to the legs. We're getting some work to the back muscles and the abdominals as they have to keep bringing us forward and bringing us back up. So the next time you come back up, just stay there. And we're going to do another type of twist when you get up here. That's a little bit of a strong twist because it's in the morning trying to get you going here. So again, with this one, just do what feels right for you, okay? So we're going to face this front direction, and then I'm going to take the forearm of my side and I'm just going to rest it here on my side leg. So that may just be to here, or for some of you, it may be here. For some of you, it may be here. It may be where your forearm is close to the body. That's a good, easy one. If you're not used to this, just bring the forearm right by the body, palm facing upwards, wherever you are. Take the remaining hand and turn it into a teacup handle, hand on the hip. Take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, just turn and look over your shoulder there. That's all you need to do. And then just breathe. Long, slow, even breath. Keep it gentle and even. Adjust your gaze to the point where you feel okay in this twist. See if you can maybe even use the exhale to soften the body. Every exhale, just soften yourself. Just turn to taffy, but stay in the pose. So again, we're finding the ease in the effort. We're still making the effort, but with every exhalation, we're softening and ungripping. So we're finding ease in the pose. And it actually becomes a very nice feeling, I think, as you exhale and just ungrip everything. Imagine your body softening. I think it becomes a very nice lower back twist. And some side stretch too. That's what I like about it. And to come up, just inhale, press both your feet into the floor and very, very slowly bring yourself back up to center. Okay, and then we're going to, when you get up there, just simply bring that leg back to the front. Again, no rush. Gives you time to breathe. And then we'll do a little pigeon. So if you just take one leg, just take a knee and put it over the other knee, grab hold of your shin and drag it forward. So that may be to here, it may be to here. Just bring it to where you think good enough. It may be ankle over the knee. The important part is that the foot that's on the floor has the ankle directly under the knee, because that's the stability. So check that your ankle is directly under the knee on that foot that's on the floor. And then wherever you are in the pose, here or here, just hold on to the shin, take a deep breath. And as you exhale, do that forward movement, keeping the gaze level. Don't worry, I can't see you guys, so I don't care where you are. The inhale comes up. Every exhale, do that forward movement, looking at the TV closer, gaze level, and use the inhale to bring you back up. It looks like I can see you when I do this, when I go forward, but I can't. I'm live streaming. I'm actually looking at myself. So again, go ahead, use the breath, feel that exhale take you to where it takes you. Use that inhale to slowly, steadily bring you back up. And we'll do one more. So the next time that you cable car back up, just stay there. And this is a good one to do as you take a break. If you're weaving, if you're spinning, or just sitting, whatever you're doing, just stop and do 5 of these on each side. It's a really nice stretch. So we're going to slide knee over knee again, and that lets you easily relax the foot to the floor. And then we're going to do the other side. So that means take that side leg off to the side. Perpendicular if you can, but if you can't, don't worry about it, no problem. Just make sure that your ankles are under your knees, right? Bring the hands over to that front leg. And then we're going to take that side arm and place the forearm just on the leg, somewhere where you feel comfortable. So you figure that out. So for some people, it may be this. For others, this. Take the remaining hand, turn it into a teacup handle, and then take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, turn and look over your shoulder. Well, not really. You won't be able to, but turn and look over to the side. Breathe there, and every exhale, soften the body. Use the exhalation to relax the whole body, but stay in the pose. Really focus on that exhale. Let it go. Let yourself relax. It's almost like a letting go of fear because we're in a twist. Use that exhale to be fearless and let go, and notice the difference in your pose. And to come out, just simply inhale, press both feet into the floor, and gently allow yourself to come back up to center. Whew. And then we'll take the pigeon again. So we'll bring that side leg over to the front. We'll bring that knee over knee. So we're just simply doing the other leg. And then you hold on to the shin and pull it up towards you, making sure that the foot on the floor has the ankle under the knee. Super important. So wherever you get to, could be here, could be here. With me, this hip is a lot stiffer. You may notice the same thing. Simply hold the shin, take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, keep the gaze level, move yourself forward. And that may not be far at all. For me on this side, I'm stopping here, and the inhale takes you back up. But here's a chance, every exhale, just feel that sense of surrender. And every inhale, allow yourself to float back up. And especially if this is the tight side for you, on that exhalation, just surrender forward. Just keep the gaze level so you have a long spine. And never overdo it. There's never any need to overstretch here, because I guarantee you, if you just get lost in the breath, just like a yawn, the breath will take you as far as you need to go. And as long as you keep breathing, you will be going a tiny little bit further every time. And if you did this every day for a year, you'd be going a lot lower. So the next time that you come back up to center, just stay there. And then once you get there, release the knee over the knee and allow the foot to come back down to the floor. And what do we got? Oh, we got some time left to do a couple more things that I really like. So go ahead, sit back in your chair when you get there, right back. Allow yourself to rest back. Put your hands on your lap and turn the palms upwards. So you can even roll your shoulders back and down. So you get a little rotation in the shoulders, and notice the difference that makes to your posture. And then simply take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, let the chin fall to the chest. And here we'll do a little bit of neck rolls in a second, but right now just breathe. Make the breath a little longer. And then on an inhale, roll the head towards the right ear, towards the shoulder. And on an exhale, let the chin slowly fall back to the chest. And go from side to side. Every inhale, roll it over. Every exhale, let it go back down to the chest. And see if you can find that pause right at the top of the inhale. Stay there for a second or two before you exhale back down, because that's your spot to dwell in. Perfect stillness. Yoga is not about the breath, it's about the space in between the breath. So we'll do one more. The next time that the chin comes down to the chest, just let it stay there. No rush. And then we're going to finish with the Shitali breath. So we've got the chin down by the chest, and I'll just ask you to purse your lips as if you're going to sip through a straw. And that's how we're going to sip the air through a straw. So on an inhale, sipping the air through the pursed lips like a straw. Inhale, raise the gaze, raise the chin, head moving upwards to the top of the inhale. Close the mouth and exhale through the nose. So we've got an upward downward movement to the head. So every inhale, sip the air through a straw, gaze rises up towards the ceiling. Then close the mouth at the top of the inhale and exhale through the nostrils, chin back down to the chest. Match the movement to the breath and enjoy a nice, long, easeful breath. Feel the cool air as you take the inhale in through the pursed lips, in through the straw. Notice the ease with the exhale, how lovely it is to just exhale and feel yourself going down like a feather. And when you close your mouth at the top of the inhale, that's your um, cue to feel that pause, even for a second, of that perfect stillness. That space between the inhale and the exhale. This is called the Shitali breath. It's the cooling breath. So I give you this breath as we keep breathing it. If you have any point today where you feel frustrated, as I know some of you are taking some tricky weaving courses, because we're on Zoom here, you can just turn off your video and do the Shitali breath for a minute. It cools you down physically and mentally. This is the cooling breath. Everything we do in this yoga, yes, it is a stretch, it is an exercise, but it's also a metaphor mentally, emotionally, psychologically. Take it easy, take it slow, find the balance, find the harmony, be in the moment, take care of this moment. And if you take care of each moment one by one, doing the best you can with each moment, the future will take care of itself. So we just got a minute left. When you bring the chin back to the chest, just let it stay there and breathe. And if you've been with me for the last couple of sessions of the conference, you know that I always like to end on a quote. So my quote today is from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. And he said, "First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." So take a nice deep inhale and a longer exhalation. And on your next inhale, gently allow the head to rise and the eyes to open. And I wish you a wonderful Saturday at MAFA 2021. I'm sure that you're going to learn something new and have a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me. Bye.